All right. Well, speaking of shady people, let's go to shady Sammy Guevara in the back with Renee Moxley Good. And MJF comes in and makes a deal with Sammy. Brian, can you articulate, based on this interview, the deal that was made?
I watched this live last night, and my intention after it was to sit back and let you explain it, and then I would jump in with my thoughts because you would clarify what I saw. I can't really. Renee's about to do the interview with Sammy, who is both babyface and heel at this point. MJF comes in and he says, in exchange for a check that you could write any figure you want on, a blank check, you have to go and win the match tonight? Was that it?
Well, no. Not well, it's part of it. But basically, MJF comes in and pitches Sammy should be in the main event of Double or Nothing in the world title match against me. And all you got to do is lay down. And then, Sammy says, I knew there was something. But the way that they did it, they glossed over that point with the surprise pop of Sammy going, I knew there was a catch to it. And then MJF comes in, but no, there's a check also. They never articulated the deal that well, but apparently the story is that MJF will use his influence to try to make sure that it's Sammy Guevara challenging him for the title at Double or Nothing in the main event and give him the blank check on the theory that Sammy will then lay down for him in the title match. But first, Sammy has to not only beat Jungle Jack tonight, but then he has to go on, and next week or whenever that match is, he will have to beat Darby Allin, and then he can be in the main event of the pay-per-view challenging for the title against MJF and get the blank check as long as he lays down, and I guess they do the one finger poke of doom or whatever, is the story they're trying to tell. Because why would he fight him and then lay down for him? So that's apparently they're trying to make the fans think, oh my God, MJF's going to give us a fucking fake match. I don't know.
To my earlier point, this felt like a Raw backstage segment more than anything we've seen on AEW, really. So again, Sammy and MJF are now going to be friends because the idea is Sammy is going to get into that title match and get all these wonderful benefits by laying down. I guess that's how you set up the four-way if you're going to still do it, right? Is the idea that
oh, please, no,
some figure comes out there after he beats Darby and says, this is ridiculous. You guys have already said your intention is for him to lay down for the finger poke of doom. We're not going to have it. Four-way match.
No. For God's sake, no. It needs to be Darby against MJF. Darby needs to beat Sammy. But then Sammy will be mad and probably cost Darby the match, but at least we'll get a single match that we can watch instead of a four-way that I'll just fucking skip.
So what do you do with Jungle Boy and Sammy on the pay-per-view?
Well, again, Sammy would be involved in terms of screwing Darby out of his opportunity, and Jungle Boy can, I don't know, do they have enough people selling popcorn? Do they need somebody in the parking lot? Security? Whatever. I don't care.
With the amount of references that have been made on TV now to Sammy's role as Jericho's flunky in character, the guy to, as he said, take the bumps. I mean, he said that on the promo last time. Do you see this as a way to break him away from Jericho and use him with MJF, or at least in that picture with MJF?
Well, it doesn't have to be aligned with MJF to have interaction with him. I'm not saying line him up with him like they've suddenly become friends. If the heels use each other from time to time, but it could be used to get Sammy out of the group and make him a single attraction, because if Darby Allin challenges for the world title and loses, even if it's not direct intervention and just a cheap, unimaginative finish, but something that Sammy does creates a handicap or a stumbling block or whatever at the appropriate time that MJF capitalizes on, whatever the case, then you've got a natural Darby versus Sammy return match out of that, which can be a program. Well, who might get a title rematch? Well, Sammy still wants that. Blah, blah, blah. But that would make sense and stuff.